Yes. Highways. They are the vehicular transportation, you know, the lifeblood that brings our nation together. The highways. You know, we might drive on them all day, but do we ever cross them? No, what are you, stupid? Only frogs would cross that. Oh, what up? It's that boy. Oh, oh God, that boy, no! Oh, I better get out of here. You know, I was going to make a third Dank Science episode and have Dat Boy as a special guest, but yeah, who thought this was going to be the series to kill him off? That is what was up indeed. We're just going to play Frogger 2 for this episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour. It's time to game on, fellas. Roll the intro. Yes. Welcome back to another episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour, the series where I talk about games I own physically and or digitally. It's the 6th episode in the series, and it's finally time to cover Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. It released in late 2000 and was a multi-platform release on the PS1, Dreamcast, and PC. There is also a GameBoy Color release, but that one is a completely different game and we will not be covering it. We'll be covering the PS1 version for this episode specifically, but I figure I mentioned that I primarily played this game on the computer when I was a child. Yes. Everybody loves Frogger. You know, the game where you cross the street and try not to get ran over, unlike that boy. Rest in peace, my chum. Okay, you can continue the episode. I needed that moment of silence. Before I jump into the review of Frogger 2, I want to mention its predecessor. Now, I'm not talking about the original arcade game, but the 3D remake that released 3 years prior on PC and PS1. I originally wanted to cover both games in this episode, but this game is too f***ing hard. Get it out of here. Yeah, I don't know why, but this game has its own style of late 90s bullshit. Remember my complaints from the Apocalypse episode? Nothing even comes close to that with Frogger 1. It's a good game, but man is it stupid difficult. You have to have the right timing for a certain thing, and there feels like a lot of meandering throughout the bigger levels. I only did the first few stages before ultimately just giving up. Damn it. I was supposed to be a gamer and not let the viewers down. It's all that stupid frog's fault. Now I'm gonna look like a moron. Ugh. You know, it's safe to say that I would have went mentally insane trying to beat this, and I don't know how anyone in their right mind speedruns this game. Let's move on to the actual game before, you know, anything bad happens. Frogger 2. Let's go put it in. It's time to play Frogger 2, guys. With all the intro booting up and such, it's time to talk about the game. We will only be covering the main stories campaign or whatever, so I do apologize to those Frogger 2 multiplayer enthusiasts out there. Huh. You know, I was actually expecting there to, be somebody here. Well, that's a disappointing cutaway gag. Hey, do you know what's not disappointing? This janky-ass intro. I think it's funny as hell that this alligator is just upset with Frogger because he jumps on him when he's trying to cross the river. So you know what that means? Run the freaking frog over, dude. Too bad he's got a babe this time around. Then, it's time for the menu screen. God damn, I love this game. Do you know how much I love this game? Just take a look at my MILF 2 shirt. Just hopping around the menu a bit, you got your typical menu stuff. I would go into it a bit more detail, but we need to start this game already. Jumping right into it, it starts off with a tutorial and then the overall gameplay style. Basically, get the little frog dudes and make it to the end of the level without getting the dead. Pretty simple, right? Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm a gamer, and I think I know how to play games. Well, regardless if you're a gamer or not, it's time for the plot to get started. What the hell? Remember how this alligator idiot wants to get revenge on Frogger? Well, he goes to his little pond or whatever, and then captures all his kids. Then it happens. Ugh. What the hell kind of scream was that? You know, maybe if you two weren't like busy having frog sex, you would have seen your colony of little frog dudes get yoinked out of the water. Please, for the love of Builderman and all the Robux in the world, never ever use the phrase frog sex again in this video. Anyway, this is where the game gets going as the first level is upon us. It's a garden with a bunch of lawnmowers, bees, and even some coins. It's fairly straightforward for a first level. Nothing too difficult as it, really eases you into the game. The only thing that is messed up is that you missed 4 coins, so no bonus for you, bucko. Oh, okay, I guess. Now, after beating the first level, you're greeted with this gem of a cutscene. Dude is all minding his own business, and then Frogger walks in with that face like he just caught his wife cheating on him, but then his wife comes in and makes the same exact face? Bro, did the gator cuck you guys too? Oh, I see how it is. So you can make cuck jokes, but I can't say frog sex. Also, how the hell are they on like this plane where one half is like this mine entrance and the other half is like Egypt or whatever? Is this the flat earth theory confirmed? This is the part of the game where the pink frog comes in. You end up playing as both in the different levels. For the second level of the game, you play as Lily to go explore the ruins of some lost desert civilization. Now this is where I started to die a lot. I don't know why I was trying to be a collector or whatever, but it didn't help that in some of the areas, the level was lag central. The real lag was literally toward the end of the level where the boulder rolls towards you and the game really struggled to load those polygons. Hopping on over to Frogger himself, you are now entering the gold mine. I can start to see the minor incline of difficulty, but it was more of bad timing on my part than anything else. I do like the gold mine theme, all the minecarts though. Really neat. I probably died the most toward the end of the level because I was just being impatient. Just time to get good, I guess. Now you may be thinking to yourself, can this game get any weirder? Yes it can. So, the villain wanders to this spaceport and then breaks in with the little frog, hacks the mainframe, and then blasts off faster than a virgin's first time. At this point, the plot doesn't make any sense, but at least they got wacky with it. Now, I wonder what that pink frog is doing. Let's just say it's more desert ruins with rolly discs of doom, rodents, laggy cannonballs, and bugs. Then you move on to getting into the pyramid for the next level. To be honest, you're really not missing much. Yeah, he is right as you're still dealing with the desert level and its random assortment of fun. I don't know, man. There were some monkeys throwing some around and the warthogs, but hey, at least this cool tree surf move or something. That's neat, I guess. She finally caught up to the rocket, but you can't move forward because you have to see what Frogger is up to, and because you need someone to help you push the button. Hey, have any of you seen how many ants are in this movie? Now imagine if a green frog was in it. Huh. It's going to be the anthill level. This is probably one of the cooler levels in the game. This is coming from a level design perspective and just theming perspective too. You even got this really relaxing music in the background that really drives this level together. I'm not really a bug guy, but this level is cool as hell. Speaking of hell, this place could use some more bugs. Hell yeah, that's better. The following level is your typical lava level. but with some minor random bugs or something like that. It's a fairly quick level compared to some of the others, or maybe just because I was getting better as I was playing. Regardless, you make it to the end and rescue the last frog, and then the cutscene plays. That's right. Green Boy and the Pink Frog reunite to open the gate, but Frogger has to hack the system. That leads Lily to her next handful of levels because Frogger sucks at hacking.
Boss, somebody's hacking into the mainframe. We gotta do something. Let them. The only thing that can get past our defenses is a pink frog, not those silly green ones. Sir, you might want to look at the screen. Look at the screen? What are you talking? Dude. We are so I didn't expect them to bring in a pink-ass frog. Holy at my butthole, dude. I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch coming out of it. Damn it. There goes our funding.
Aside from that weird bit, it's time to run through this weird-ass disco lab that sort of reminds me of the Citadel in Half-Life 2, but with a lot of green and nonsense. Oh yeah, frogs as well. Sliding over to the next level, it's the research lab full of robots and the scariest enemy in the game, the monkey. If you're just watching this footage, you can see that this monkey follows you around the room, but if it gets you, it rips you apart.
Okay, looks like we're going to be conducting experiment 42069B-Zeta. Can we, can we let the tortured brain monkeys love people? Hey, let the monkeys in. Oh my God. Okay. The answer is, no, they cannot.
The rest of the level is pretty straightforward. You know, jumping cameras, falling and moving blocks, and of course the rescuing the last frog in the bottomless pit arena area thingy. The usual. It's okay though, as Frogger finally finished hacking the mainframe and can go to space. Look at that stupid freaking smile. He's a happy boy.
Okay, Frogger, say cheese for your yearbook photo. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Slap it in the book with this famous quote.
Up next is the space levels. First you have this one that takes way too long where you just follow Swampy on this dizzying space flight collecting all your lifeless children in the cold vacuum of space. Dang, that's kind of dark. Then it's on to the weird space alien hubs. I don't really know how to explain this theming, but you can see it on screen. I want to say it's giving like Gex 2 vibes, but the weird copter brains and floating TVs say otherwise. I don't know, man. This game stopped making sense the moment they left the garden level.
Alright, so that was the first few space levels, but I just have to play this cutscene in its entirety because I can't really explain this one, and you know, showing it out of context makes it way funnier.
You can try to figure that one out for yourself, but as for me, it's time to move on to the Infernal Machine. I just want to talk about this level and how BS it is. I had to restart this level so many goddamn times, and it was always in the same spot too. It didn't help that getting to this area was random chance of enemy placement, but this falling platforms part was the bane of my existence. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but it took me freaking way too longer than I want to admit it. I also know that I'm not alone because the amount of extra lives they give you on this level is insane. Moving over to Frogger's side, he's still on that space level stuff, but there's these wacky slides and teleportation spots. I would say that this level is also way easier than the stupid last one. You can't have a high difficulty spike and then make the next level easier. I mean, it's fine, it was a nice cool off period, but still. Finishing the level, you get a cutscene.
Now you may be asking yourself, where did they teleport to? What gets wackier than space and labs and other stuff that they've been to in this game so far? What's the one theme that you haven't seen yet?
Well, if you guessed a different level, you're dead wrong because it's the haunted house theme, you stupid idiot. Also, this bro went back to his house, and why the hell does he live in a haunted house theme area? I don't freaking know. Like, who wants freaking spooky ghosts in your front lawn, man? I get he's a villain, but I don't think villains just live in a haunted house for fun. Now, is that it? No, it's not. The idiot frogs knock on the door, and Pinky gets captured. Now it's up to Green Boy to save his wife and then save his kids.
This is so cliche, man. That's the one thing you should always expect is the booby traps. What people don't expect is if you just become a ghost. Watch this.
I don't think that's how it works. Anyway, it's time to explore this haunted house. It feels like a generic haunted house level, to be honest. A bunch of spooky ghosts and crap all the way in to this big ass green stew. Then it's cutscene time for him to get on Splash Mountain and then get captured for being an idiot. Now who will save the day?
Does it really matter? Who really cares? It's just this stupid little blue frog that somehow didn't get captured nor saved by his parents, and he swoops in and saves the day. Like, you know what they say? Oh, wowie zowie.
Thanks to this spoil sport, speedrunning through the final level gets you rewarded with the final cutscene of the game. This dumb little blue frog destroys everything, unintentionally saves his parents, and then saves the rest of the frog crew, and then the house blows up. Let's just watch this together.
Wait. That was it? No credits? Just the end? Wow. Okay. I don't really know what to say for this one. I guess that's going to be it for this episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour since, the end. I hate to end it in a lame way, but I guess it's okay if the game kind of did it. You know, I don't usually do this, but let's go over to my shelf and pick out the next game. Man, that just seemed like a kind of disappointing ending. Like you thought they would, you know, go back to their swamp and live happily ever after, but this is my physical game collection. I think it's time to revisit an old classic. We'll be playing Road Trip Arcade Edition for the next episode, so all you Choro Q fans out there, be prepared. Well, I'll see you in the next episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour. Hopefully, nothing crazy happens between now and then.